Hello and welcome to episode 48 of the weekly replay with me, Hijack, and today I'm going to give you a double header of two of the new Char Futur for Tier 9 medium French tank. Now you can obtain this tank as a reward from completing FrontLine and or SteelHunter. Your choice is yours. You need 12 tokens in order to earn it, along with either the AE Phase 1 or the Object 777. It's your choice. One of those two tanks. You can get two if you compete both in FrontLine and SteelHunter, or just one, like me. I'm not a big fan of SteelHunter, so I finished FrontLine this season and managed to pick up this tank, as I already had the Phase 1 from last year. So the Char Futur is a, like I said, it was a Tier 9 medium tank. It has a 4-shot autoloader clip, and the reload on each shell in the clip is about 4 seconds. So it's quite slow when compared to the other auto loaders that the French are known for. So here on this map, I have taken up a favorite position of mine and we are on the map Erlenberg, and we are in the north spawn. And this position I quite like due to the fact you've got a little bit of hull down, you're not super exposed, you can get spotted quite nicely. I'm trying to get a shot on this 60 TP. So the gun depression on the Char Futur is not great, but it's not bad. It's about 8 degrees, which can work in most situations, but you are exposing a bit more of your tank than if you had 10 degrees gun depression. Another slight downfall to this tank is the extremely long clip reload, but if you've played the other Tier 9 French medium tanks like the Bat Chat, you are familiar with the long lead time, so that's okay. So here I'm going to try and sneak a shot on that 60, but I just managed to get unlucky and bounce. So one strategy that I find with this tank is, because of the long interclip reload, I'm not reloading clips as often, I find, because I tend to play it as if it was a single shot tank. You just have a slightly faster single shot reload than you would if you had, like, say, a Object 277, that way you're getting 8 or 9 seconds per shot. Here you've got 4, but then every 4 shots you have a 40-second reload, so it's really kind of odd. So my loadout in this tank is gun rammer. No, you can't use gun rammer. Sorry, V-stab, gunling drive, and I believe coated optics for the view range, because I find that with the excellent view range of this tank, if you can push that just a little bit further, you can really get a lot of spotting assist. And the gun itself is fairly accurate once you fully aim in. You can see here I'm just trying to sneak a shot through that little crack in the building there into the top of that Conqueror, and I almost made that shot. You could see I could get a little bit of a green reticle as I find that shot, but it just never seemed to work. So I've got one left in the clip. Like I said, this thing has a 40-second reload on the full clip, so clip management is definitely always something that you're thinking about. And like I said, I find that because of the long interclip reload that I'm not thinking of reloading the entire clip all that often when I haven't fired all 4 shots. So I take a shot there. I do manage to land it, but obviously it didn't pen, so I just missed the side of that cupola and hit him in the side of the turret. So then I've got the clip now is being reloaded, but I did get 462 spotting damage from that, so that was pretty good. So we've got a Skoda T50 pushing up into the castle, and with me is a T10, so we'll have to make sure we keep an eye on him. So the speed and mobility of the Char Futur is decent. It's got fairly good speed, and traverse and stuff like that are pretty good, so it's definitely able to maneuver well and get into position. So I saw the T10 got smacked by that Peugeot 65, so I'm going to fall back a bit here because I don't want to be outgunned. It's 2 versus 1 at that point, and I didn't want to risk getting overwhelmed if the Skoda and the Peugeot decided to shoot or push into me together. So I'm going to fall back to these bushes back here. Now at this point in the match, we're down 3-2. It's still early, so it can be anybody's game. But you'll see some beacon off in chat about how things are not going well. So the Skoda doesn't realize that I've pulled back, and he pushes up and gets spotted. So I put 1 and 2 shots into him, tracking him for the second time. The first shot also tracked him, so here I can just let the clip just sing. So that's 3 shots, and he dies. But at that point, I was committed to pressing the button on my mouse, and so I fired that 4th shot. And why not? Then it allows me to get the reload started. And well, there's a Yag Tiger moving up into the castle, as well as that Progetto 65 and the other guys in the middle of the map. So we're now tied 3-3, but there you go. I got a nice 3 shots out of the 4 into that Skoda T50, which really is where this tank shines. If you can land an entire clip onto somebody, you are going to cause them major pain and basically just take a lot of their hit points away. So I've reloaded. The Progetto 65's moved up. I've been at 1 shot into him. He doesn't notice me. He's moved behind the building at that point though, so I put 2 shots. 1 second shot just hits the building because I tried to sneak one in, leading the target, but he didn't. So 3rd shot into the back. He's fallen back, and then he realizes that he's getting shot in the back, but put the 4th shot into him. So that's, again, 3 out of 4. I'm up to 2,888 points of damage dealt already, and that's just 2 clips that weren't fully utilized. If I would have been over 3K if I had used all 4 shots in each clip. So I'm keeping my eye on the Progetto 65, who's really pretty much dead. And the Yag Tiger, ooh, now I notice there's 2 Yag Tigers in the castle, so that's not fun. So I definitely don't want to push back into there. Our Centurion 7-1, who was helping me over in the island at E1 there, is now dead. And our tanks over on the 0 lane are, well, they're still around, but, you know, I'm more concerned right now with those Yag Tigers. So one of them gets spotted, and he kills our Panzerkampf 7. So we're only up by 1, 9-8. And, yeah, you can see that I'm still kind of hiding in the back, and that's with the long clip reload. You don't want to be engaging unless you can fall back quickly. So I'm trying to position myself into spots where I'm not going to really take direct fire necessarily, but still going to be effective. And I'm trying to spot the Yag Tigers in the castle, and really that's all that's left other than the enemy Char Futur and the Arty. So one Arty was spotted in the cap circle and has been killed by the Object 430, so that's not a big deal. But I'm feeling a little bit risky, a little bit ballsy, so I'm going to zip up to the castle and see where I can spot those Yag Tigers, because I know they're still there, but the 140 is going to become vulnerable in a minute because of his positioning to them. So I want to make sure that I can take them out. 4 clips should be able to, depending on how the engagement goes. We'll see here what happens. Now I believe I'm going to drive forward a bit, and I'm going to spot one just behind this little castle turret there, and there he is right there, and he's got his back to me, so I carefully aim, put 1 shot into him. The accuracy on this tank is amazing. It is really, really good to use. I'm not going to talk too much more about the tank's strengths and weaknesses and stuff. So there's 2 shots missed, that one, 3 and 4. Because there's already a lot of player reviews from this tank from before, by Klaus and all Togram and all those guys, so you really, I'm just going to give you my opinions on them. So I've got 4 shots left of the APCR rounds. So again, using the French autoloaders, you got to clip manage properly. You don't want to be loading a partial clip in, because a partial clip takes the same amount of time as a full clip, so you always want to make sure you have a full clip loaded at all times. So if you fire all 4 shells with this tank each time and then reload the clip, you're good. Or even numbers works well as well. You might end up being in a spot where you're only loading 2 instead of 4. So all that's left on the enemy team is their Char Futur and the 2 artillery, and I'm going to find them just coming up here. And the spotting and accuracy of this gun is just simply amazing. So there we go. There's the 1 Arty. Fully aim it in. Boom, he's dead. There's the other one. Load the clip. Hit him once. He moves a tiny little bit. Bounce that one. I'm not sure what hell happened there, but I'm going to take the 4th clip and take him out. So that leaves one enemy tank left. I'm at 4,325 plus 1,500 assists. Did you really see that? Like 1,500 assist is pretty decent for the way this battle played out. I've found that this tank gets a decent amount of spotting assist because of its view range is exceptional. The base view range is the longest of any other tier 9 medium tank in the game, and you exploit that to your best of your ability and just utilize view range over everything else. The camo values of it are pretty decent, but you know, don't expect to not get spotted at closer ranges. So the enemy Char is down in the KJ0 spot, and I didn't feel like chasing him down, but I did notice that we've got these rows of bushes here, and there happens to be a nice wreck of a M5355 right in the center of the cap circle. So I'm thinking, what can I do here? I'm like, I can cap instead of wasting time chasing this guy down, because he could easily move up here. You'll see a tree fall shortly in this area, so he's possibly moving up this line to go hunt Artie. And yep, there we go, there's the tree fall. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm gonna sit here. I'm got the cover from the bush, and I've got the cover from the wreck. I can sit here, and I basically, the strategy for this point was, I don't have to chase down the enemy tank to win. If he wants to win, he has to come and stop the cap. So in any case, the odds are in our favor to win, whether we chase him down or not, and I just didn't feel like risking my tank's hit points on the odd chance that, you know, I lose, and then we potentially lose the game because of that. So we're just going to cap this one out, and that will be that. So in the end of that match, it was a Mastery Badge 2nd class, Spotter, and Fire for Effect with 4,325 points of damage and 2,130 spotting assists. So not too shabby at all. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video this week, and as always, I'll release another one next Sunday, and I hope you guys will subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, leave a comment down in the comments section, and I hope to see you again next week. Take care.